Before we get to the $20,000 winner, in the description section, there are 2 free links. Number 1 will get you this cheat sheet this week. It's the very first link. It'll give you our PGA cheat sheet for free, including all of our projections and statistics. Number 2, that is the 80-page NFL player-by-player, team-by-team report. That's right, I broke down all 32 teams, every single player, hundreds and hundreds, potentially 1,000+ notes. It took me 6 weeks to write. It's the second link, and that is also free. It includes 2020 fantasy football projections. Both of those things are free down below in the description section. At the very least, just hit that subscribe button and show your support for free content by subscribing, and hit that like button. That's also helpful. Now, I buried the lead. $20,000 victory by my man Scrosby. Over here on my right, you can see it right there. A beautiful image. $20K the guy won. We had dozens of other winners, a ton of NASCAR winners on Monday for the Talladega series and the Cup series that got pushed to Monday. So we are on a heater, no doubt about it. And you can join us for free right here. Now, I do want to mention one more thing. If anybody signs up as a riser today, while you're watching this video, this will be either Tuesday and Wednesday. If you sign up as a riser, that's $10, okay? After you do that, if you upgrade to Legends, not immediately to Legends, you have to sign up as a riser and then upgrade to Legends. I'm going to refund you for that upgrade. That means you can basically get Legends access. That is all our exclusive content, projections, all the sports, MME exposures, 20,000 messages in Discord for coaching. You get all that for $10. So you can be a legend for a riser pricing. Ches Reavie will be defending his 2019 championship here. We have 158 golfers, massive field, wide open as well. It's a loaded pool of talent, and this sheet hopefully will help you break it down. I have highlighted the important statistics that we're going to be tracking this week. I suggested last week, and well, apparently it worked, to use this to highlight the most important statistics that we're going to be using for this course. And when you do this, you can kind of start to see the most important statistics, and you're looking for dark green, baby. And once you get dark green across all 5 of the important statistics, and then you slide over and you see people who have also done extremely well on this course, you get guys like Paul Casey who just jump out at you. And as somebody who you can pretty much plug in every single category, who has been exceptional here. And we're looking at the 5 statistics we need to track this week. I'm going to read those off here on the side just so I don't have to do a million edits for this video, and I can go be a husband to my wife and a daddy to my 2- and 4-year-old, okay? So I'm going to be looking over here. Don't care on professional looks. This is for dad life and husband life. I'm going to do a good job there. So I'm looking over here. I'm reading strokes gained, ball striking, strokes gained off the tee. We're looking at strokes gained approach. So I've got those there. Birdie or better right here, greens in regulation, and scrambling. So I've highlighted those for you. Now, it's hard not to like Paul Casey, and there's plenty of reasons why, but he has finished top 5 here in 4 of the last 5 years. That's right, 2 second-place finishes, 2 fifth-place finishes, and oh, he's terrible. He finished 17th in 2016. Look at that math major. This guy's a beast. He loves this course. We have not seen him for a hot minute, but that's okay. I love him at 8,900. You can't not like him in cash. Needs to be in your MME player pool. Definitely a riser's pick. Going to be a core option for me. Going back to the well with Bryson DeChambeau at $11K in cash. The guy is fantastic in every single statistic we're looking at this week. And on top of that, I mean, the last 2 times he's been here in 2018, 2019, he's taken 9th and 8th. And the other 2 times he made the cut, 26th, 47th. You need more than that at 11K. My projections are showing 106.1. These are weighted projections for DraftKings. That means you use these for tournaments. You use them for MME. If you're trying to take down a tournament, you got to have some weighted projections. And what weighted means is there will be a very, very high discrepancy between the tiers of golfers. And that means whatever the algorithm's showing me, it's going to boost these players so that there's a large discrepancy. And you have guys who are, 7K who have an 85-point projection and a guy right next to them at 6.9K whose projections like 72, a massive 13-point differential. You look at other websites out there, they give you very cookie-cutter projections that are very safe because, well, they don't want their members getting slammed, losing money, and then people ditching them. I'm not worried about that. Weighted projections are the way to go. All the professional players will tell you that is what they personally use. The websites will not project them as such. I'm not those sites. Okay, I'm here to change the way the DFS industry offers things. And I don't think you need to make people pay $70, $80, $90 and then give them crap. Okay, I'm going to give you the next level stuff, and I'm going to do it at a budget because it doesn't need to break the bank for people. So let's get going. I get in these tangents when I talk about the industry. I can't help myself. Early GPP picks, hard not to like Justin Thomas this week, and the other one is Sungjae Im after burning us, and we're going to talk about him in a hot second. JT, due for a win here, man. In his past 5 tournaments, he's gained nearly 2 strokes in just his putting alone. That is redonkulous. I mean, if you look at his OTT, you're looking at 0.7 strokes gained, and he's lost 1.2 on OTT. Rounds 2 and 3, he gained nearly 3 strokes. Listen, he's due. He had a rough 4th round. Justin Thomas, I think he's appropriately priced this week at 10.8K. He's going to be a nice price point pivot off of Bryson DeChambeau. And if you want to use Bryson in cash games and then pivot with Justin Thomas as an early GPP pick. I think I said that right. There's a lot of P's in there. I think it's a fine option. Sungjae Im, 8.6K. We all got burned. Missed the freaking cut. I could not believe it. He was one of our tournament-winning options last week, designated in our core. It was brutal. Luckily, we overcame it because we had Matthew Naismith, we had Doc Redman, and who do we have? I can't remember. It was 1 or 2 other guys that snuck in there, ended up being like top 25, and they were dirt cheap. It was a fantastic save. So we're going to go back to the well. I think a lot of people are going to be a little bit nervous about investing in a guy that didn't make the cut who's pretty expensive. And Sungjae, again, is not a value at 8.6K. That's, you got to pay up for the production. But Sungjae, man, he has done really well on courses like this. And let's go look at his course history. So we see last year that he took 21st. And if we're looking at his recent form prior to missing the cut last week, it was 1st, 3rd, 10th, was playing great golf. And then we go look at the statistics that we're tracking this week. Strokes gained on approach, OTT, and 11 for birdie or better. I mean, he's playing well. He checks off most of the categories we need, and he just burned a whole ton of people. I mean, this guy was over 20%. I think it was he just 20%, maybe 21% owned or so in the tournaments and stuff. So you got a guy who's likely going to come back 8 to 10% owned. I will have to crunch my numbers and put out my personal ownership projections. I think I projected him at 18% last week, and I think he was around like 20% in the tournaments themselves. So I'll crunch some numbers, and I'll post those for my Legends tier only. And I think that we have a potential. It's a bounce back spot. It's an ownership play. I want to go back to a spot where there's 157 other golfers that I think people will just be like, nah, Sungjae just burned me. Maybe he's not going to be very good after 2.5 months of not playing golf through a pandemic, and maybe he's just lost his form. I'm going back to the well. This is like tournament theory 101. Burned you last week, you're on him the next week. Let the other people, let the fish be afraid, okay? We're going to jump on it. I'm not even going to talk about statistics. This is purely an ownership-based play. I'm going back to the well. I think him and Paul Casey at 8.6 and 8.9K allow you to have plenty of money left over. I will create a single entry build, and I will make a video specific for that either tomorrow or Wednesday morning, similar to the NASCAR build. Boy, did you guys like that. Had over 1,300 views in just 24 hours on YouTube. And I hope that this will be extremely beneficial to you, just the way NASCAR has been as well. Now, check it out. Patreon.com/riserfall. Again, in the description section down below, there are 2 free links. Number 1 is this cheat sheet. Number 2 is the NFL report, 80-page report. Please give that a look. And if you're here just for free stuff, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, okay? Ooh, last but not least, again, if you sign up as a riser and then upgrade to Legends, I'm going to refund you for that $10 upgrade. You'll have a Legends tier access for the final 10 days of June here at a riser price. All right, my friends, together, we're Rise or Fall.